Hey, do you guys remember the time when there was no social media? Well, I almost don't. I was born 92, and when I was already in primary school, there was some kind of social media out there, but those were the good times. Some of you might still remember Mirk, my internet relay chat, or Skype, my favorite. I used to spend a lot of time on Skype. And back then, the society was different in chat. Like, people used to say, be right back in 2 hours, talk to you later tomorrow, or I'm leaving to do this and that. They wouldn't just disappear out of nowhere, and there wasn't this horrible attribute of seeing. Whoever invented that shit must have been an evil genius, together with all the geniuses that came up with the social networks of today. And what this has to do with autism and social anxiety is that social networks only increased and increased immensely the social anxiety amongst everybody, neurodivergents and neurotypicals together. And why is that? Because people, even if they're very introverted, back in the past, used to have a few close friends, maybe 2 or 3 friends, that they would go out probably at least once a week with one of them. And it's only natural for a human to have a connection, a real life connection, a face-to-face connection with somebody. Otherwise, they would slowly become either depressed or anxious or angry with the world. And this is inevitable. And this is what social networks did to society. Even when I think about video games, when I started playing World of Warcraft, the early days, there was a strong community there. There are a lot of guilds that formed, and you could actually make friends there. And nowadays, gaming, MMOs, and other games have become just so socially awkward. And back in the days, there were also internet cafes where you gather to play live. So now we have a personal computer and you're just staying behind the screen. But yeah, back to social media. This creates a lot of anxiety because you're left uncertain on what the other person meant when they wrote something, if they went out and didn't respond, if you said something and they didn't understand it properly. So in the long run, this creates a very, very serious issue. So my take from it is that you should just stop using social networks. Stop at all costs, because it's gonna cause you so much trouble, so much loneliness, so much depression, so much insecurity that you're not gonna be able to handle it in a couple of years. And the best time to stop is right now. Right now. When I was in the Netherlands, I was 9 years old there. I created my Facebook for the first time. I was a latecomer, but it hooked me so fast. Like, I was browsing all the posts from the current day and reaching the day before for, I don't know, maybe like an hour, when I had, I don't know, only friends from the university, but they grew over time. And well, I used to drink back then, so I used to make a lot of acquaintances, not friends. Doesn't matter. I would just sit and spend useless time being depressed, looking at my friends back at home because I was abroad, looking at the stories they were sharing and all the happy lives they seemed to be living. Only in later years I understood this is just fake. But anyways, fake or not, this will always depress you because you will undervalue your situations, seeing only the good sides of what people are posting. And also the social media of memes, it's another horrible thing. Like I remember, because I was in the IT curriculum, me and the guys from the class were spending hours and hours in 9gag. Our heads would hurt from that. And you know what? You would read like 10 memes and you would most probably remember just 2 of them or none. So what's the point of that? Why waste all this dopamine? So yeah, to wrap up the long talk, guys, back in the days, social media was really social. Nowadays, it's quite the opposite. So do yourself a favor and quit everything. Quit everything and try to figure out a way to meet people in real life. You're gonna feel much better. Thank you guys for listening. Take care and may peace be with you.